Hi guys, welcome back to my channel of Survivors Post Narcissist. I'm glad that you found us here on YouTube. Be sure to remember to hit the subscribe button and join our tribe here as we all heal. And I want to talk today about the topic that we're always thinking about, and that's the new supply. We get jealous of the new supply a lot when we still don't understand what the narcissist is capable of. And we get those thoughts a lot of thinking that new supply is better than we were. They're a better wife or girlfriend than we were. He's doing all these things with her, like getting married and maybe having kids and moving on and having a perfect life because they're better. And I want to tell you that that is absolutely not true. As a narcissist ages and goes from relationship to relationship, their choice of supply actually declines. It's just that they get better at being a narcissist and love bombing them and tapping them for supply. They move so fast from relationship to relationship that a lot of times they just kind of grab the next person that comes along. And it's just, it's just like kind of like us, we were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then we got preyed on, and the relationship that you're seeing with the new supply, it's not that they're better. It's not that that supply is better than you. It's that the narcissist is better at being a narcissist. Okay, the supply is probably nowhere near as good as you were in the relationship. They're not going to care for them better. They're not going to work harder in the relationship and be more loving and be all that for the narcissist. They're not. They're actually going to be worse. But it's the narcissist that can make things seem more that way and just gets better at love bombing to extract more fuel to make it seem like a better relationship. But it's not. It really isn't, and for me, my narc, his new supply that he dated after me was, she's 16 years younger than me. 16 years. I'm almost old enough to be her mother. So that was, even if he wasn't a narcissist, in regular relationships, to see your ex dating someone that was so much younger than you, is painful, on its own. They don't need to have anything else. But then I started realizing, wait, she's not better for being younger. She's probably worse, because I look back at all the work I had put into the relationship. I was building businesses and building websites and coming up with product development and, doing really a lot of the financier work and I was making a lot of money and I was really handing it over to him. And I know that this girl he's dating, she was a nanny that she quit and now she doesn't do anything. And I'm sitting there going, but she acts like a young kid, and she's just got this little slinky body, and she's they're all over the social media looking just perfectly happy, but that's not going to last. So, and I'm working on not looking at their social media. I really am. I might have to take another trip somewhere and be somewhere where there's no electronics because just because my narc is so social media plastered everywhere. It's hard. I can pretty much know his day-to-day life if I wanted to. So I try not to look, and I'm getting better at not looking, but that's how I know what he's doing with his new supply. And she's not better. She's not going to be better. All you guys out there that are looking at the new supply going, what? Thinking that they're better than you are, they're not. 100% they're not. They're worse. They're not as good as a supply as you are or were. Right? It's the narcissist that is making them look that way. And we all know whenever we get those thoughts of like self-doubt for us, we have to remember what the narcissist is, and the fact that the new supply is going to go through a worse discard than we did, and is going to be more heartbroken than we were, because remember, the narcissist gets better at love bombing, and he also gets better at the discard and making the discard even more painful as each supply goes on, right? So we have to remember that when we start to have doubt within ourselves and start to feel like we weren't good enough in the relationship. These guys are like basically demons walking amongst us, right? And we have to remember that whenever we start to feel doubt within ourselves. We have to remember what we were dealing with, And guys, leave me your comments about what you think of the supply, and leave me your questions. I really enjoy reading them and answering them in the comments. I'm glad that you found us here on YouTube, as we're all survivors, post narcissist.